The story of BTS has always been one of resilience, unity, and unexpected twists, but this time, the development taking over headlines feels more complex and emotionally charged than anything fans could have imagined. In a move that no one fully saw coming, Kim Taehyung, better known to the world as V, has officially signed a new contract. The announcement struck like thunder across the global K-pop community, sending waves of hope, excitement, and anxiety rippling through millions of fans. Yet amid all the noise and celebration, one silence stands out more than any headline. That silence belongs to Jungkook, the youngest member, often called the Golden Magne and the very heart of BTS. Why has he remained quiet while his bandmate boldly declared his commitment to the future? That unanswered question is now echoing in the minds of fans, sparking endless speculation and filling timelines with equal parts tears, joy, and unease. For many ARMY, Taehyung's contract signing is not just a piece of paperwork, it feels like a public statement, a vow that he is loyal to the group's shared future. His action reassures fans that BTS, despite the challenges of military service and long stretches of silence, is not fading away. But if that is the message behind V's move, then what should fans make of Jungkook's silence? Is it simply timing? Or does it reveal something deeper about his own path forward? The difference between the two members' approaches could not be more striking. Taehyung's decision came suddenly, without warning, radiating a sense of confidence, determination, and clarity. Industry observers were quick to praise him, suggesting that his bold step helps anchor the group's stability during a time when their activities are scattered by mandatory service. Jungkook, on the other hand, has not spoken. His quietness has created its own kind of storm. By neither confirming nor denying where he stands, he has left the door wide open to speculation, and in the global fandom, speculation rarely stays calm. Within hours, social media became a flood of emotions. One fan from Seoul wrote, "I cried knowing Taehyung secured our future. But my heart aches because I don't know where Jungkook stands." Others tried to hold on to optimism, suggesting that his silence could mean he is negotiating better terms, not just for himself, but perhaps for the whole group. Yet for many, the uncertainty is painful. In moments like this, silence becomes louder and heavier than words. So what might lie behind Jungkook's silence? Some believe it has everything to do with the stage of his career. In recent years, Jungkook has stepped into a new era of independence. His solo ventures have shattered records, topping charts across the globe, proving that his influence extends far beyond BTS. This success is both a blessing and a complication. On one hand, it's proof of his unrivaled talent. On the other, it fuels questions. Is he now considering a path that gives him more personal freedom? Could his hesitation reflect strategy rather than doubt, ensuring that his future within BTS matches the magnitude of his global impact? At the same time, fans cannot forget Jungkook's own words. Over the years, he has repeatedly called BTS his family, his anchor, and the very center of his life. He has often spoken about how, as the youngest, he was cared for by his older members and how unimaginable his journey would have been without them. That history makes his silence now feel even more poignant. If he is holding back, fans cannot help but wonder, what kind of internal struggle is he facing? Is he caught between professional negotiations and personal emotions? Or is he simply waiting for the right moment to speak? Meanwhile, Taehyung's decision casts an even sharper spotlight on Jungkook. Known for his artistry and mysterious aura, V has always balanced unpredictability with determination. By stepping forward first, he may have wanted to assure fans that BTS is not falling apart, that the group's identity remains intact. But at the same time, his move unintentionally increases scrutiny on Jungkook, leaving millions desperate for answers that have not yet come. What makes this entire situation so emotional is not only the actions of the members but the reactions of the fans. BTS's fandom, ARMY, is not passive. They feel every shift in the group as if it were their own. When Taehyung signed, many cried tears of relief. When Jungkook stayed quiet, others cried tears of fear. Those tears symbolize both love and worry, a deep fear that the unity they've cherished for more than a decade might now be at risk. Still, industry experts urge caution. Decisions like these are never simple or instantaneous. Contract negotiations involve complex layers, and silence does not necessarily mean refusal. Insiders suggest that Jungkook's delay may actually be part of a larger strategy, ensuring that his artistic and professional needs are fully considered. Some even believe his careful approach could pave the way for fairer, more flexible contracts that benefit all the members in the future. Until Jungkook speaks, though, everything remains theory. Right now, the story feels like an incomplete picture, one member taking a bold step, another reflecting in silence, and fans caught between hope and fear. As the days pass, the central question only grows heavier. Will Jungkook follow Taehyung and sign, cementing his role in BTS's future? Or will his silence reveal a path the world is not yet ready to accept? It's here that we must step back and separate speculation from fact. Much of the emotional storm comes not from confirmed information, but from how social media amplifies incomplete reports. For instance, there has been no official statement from HYB or BTS's management confirming that Taehyung has signed a completely separate contract that excludes other members. What spread online were fragments of reports, often lacking context, which fans, driven by both love and fear, interpreted in dramatic ways. The truth is, contractual negotiations in entertainment companies rarely happen in isolation. It's unlikely that one member would move forward entirely without the others being involved in broader discussions. And as for Jungkook's silence, it may not be unusual at all. The members are currently fulfilling their military duties, which naturally restricts communication. Silence, therefore, may not reflect hesitation, it could simply be the circumstance of their current obligations. It's also worth remembering that this isn't the first time rumors of division within BTS have surfaced. During past contract renewals and even the announcement of their temporary break for military service, similar waves of panic spread online. Each time, BTS has returned united, stronger, and clearer than before. That history strongly suggests that the current fears might once again be exaggerated by headlines rather than rooted in truth. Another factor is the way media frames these stories. Headlines that hint at division, uncertainty, or conflict attract more attention. They create narratives of imbalance, like contrasting Taehyung's move with Jungkook's silence even when no real evidence supports conflict. This selective framing feeds fans' anxieties while overshadowing the fact that BTS members have always emphasized unity. When we look at their journey, the hardships of their trainee days, the global dominance they built together, the countless moments where they've leaned on one another, it becomes clear that a single contract story cannot erase a decade of loyalty and love.